Candy Crush Saga is a game which was initially released by King Digital Entertainment in 2012 in a web browser platform and is more widely known today as the phenomenally popular Facebook game and app available on iOS and Android. Candy Crush Saga was the first game to ever be number 1 on iOS, Android and Facebook all at the same time. Compared to console and PC games, mobile social games such as Candy Crush are easy to play, less time consuming and focus on casualness. Candy Crush Saga is a valuable case study in helping us to understand player immersion and self-control, or lack thereof, in mobile games. The overarching analytical framework I have used to explore Candy Crush Saga is the uses and gratifications model from the University of Hong Kong in understanding the role of emotions in player immersion, which are driven by mobility, entertainment, achievement, and relaxation. Candy Crush Saga is a match 3 puzzle game where players match candies in combinations of 3 or more to win points and complete levels. The core challenge of a match 3 game is to identify patterns amongst a chaotic board of tiles. In Candy Crush Saga, these tiles are all brightly coloured candies which appeal in a way psychologically similar to the spectacle of lights, colours and sounds on pokies learned from Hitamo's Slots of Fun, Slots of Trouble, an archaeology of arcade gaming. The Match 3 game format originated from the 1994 game Shiriki by Russian programmer Yuzin Alimzin. In Shiriki, a player would match 3 or more balls of the same colour vertically or horizontally by swapping adjacent balls. This was then adapted into games like Panel de Pon, Tetris, Columns, and Bejeweled. Designers at King Game Studio have hit on the ludic loop game formula in a Candy Crush Saga to create tight feedback loops, stimulating repetitive behaviour, thereby immersing the player. Former Angry Birds CEO Michael Head famously said games should be simple enough to pick up, but difficult to master in order to be successful. Candy Crush is easy to begin with, which gets the players hooked before they are hungry for more and more as the difficulty increases. The design of the game reflects Zeno's paradox. No matter how often you move toward a goal, you'll never reach it. The developers of Candy Crush just add more levels or create a new version, such as Candy Crush Soda Saga or Candy Crush Jelly Saga, that presents new goals for the player. The soda and jelly variations of Candy Crush are all virtually the same game, with different skins laid over it. Candy Crush Saga gives players 5 lives, and once you run out of lives, you have to wait 30 minutes to continue to play. Or, players can pay to get more lives and keep playing. There are also Candy Crush cheats that can satisfy players' goals to progress in the game if they're stuck on a level. Candy Crush Saga's integration with Facebook is a critical factor to its success, by allowing players to connect with their friends, making it more competitive and social. Candy Crush Saga shows the progress of Facebook friends on the game's level map, which fosters competition among the players' social network and pushes them to keep engaging in the game. Players can compete with Facebook friends for scores, but they can never play directly against each other. In a 2016 study at the University of Hong Kong by Chen Leung, the main uses and gratifications of Candy Crush Saga are shown to be mobility, entertainment, achievement, and relaxation, which are all facilitated by the immersive nature of the game. In fact, one of Candy Crush Saga's designers, Tommy Palm, explained that the icons and setup of the game were deliberately placed so that players could multitask. Palm says it was designed so you can play Candy Crush while carrying a drink or standing up on a crowded bus, and you can play offline, which means it is available anytime, anywhere. In this way, the game's affect is a transformative experience. It makes mundane things like waiting for the bus more interesting and consequently enhances the experience of everyday life. King has designed the game so that you don't want to put it down, and essentially, you don't have to. Self-control is difficult when a player is so immersed into the world of the game, and while multitasking with other things, their judgment is impaired as the only thing they're focusing on is how they can keep playing. While Candy Crush is free to download, in-game purchases really add up. A year after its release, Candy Crush was making around $875,382 a day. In comparison, Angry Birds, which was another highly popular mobile game at the time, was making around $6,381 a day. In 2013, Candy Crush Saga had a total profit of $568 million. Because Candy Crush is such an immersive experience, it is clear that self-control can be challenging not only financially but also in other areas of life where the game can be a distraction from important tasks. If you've played Candy Crush Saga before, which is highly likely, then you'll probably understand its immersive nature. How did it impact your self-control?